we are going to be dealing with problems on understanding percentage frequency and also briefly learn how to construct the cumulative frequency curve for a histogram. So we have this column X and Y, X, Y, Z and AB, where X is the number of, we have the number of candidates in X who prefer A and number of candidates in X who prefer B. Likewise, you have for Y and Z as well. So we have a number of true or false which states that the percentage of X who preferred B is greater than the percentage of Y who preferred B. So let's look at the percentage of Y who preferred B. If you look at the percentage of Y who preferred B, that would be 32 by 43 plus 32, and that would give you 0.62. And the percentage of X who preferred B will be 31 by 19 plus 31, and that would be 0.43. So percentage of X who preferred B, is it greater than the percentage of Y who preferred B? So is it a true or false statement? You can say that it is a false statement because the percentage of X who preferred B is 0.43 and the percentage of Y who preferred B is 0.62. So this is a false statement. Okay, now going to the second question, that is less than half of X and Z preferred A. So if you look at the number of candidates of X and Z who preferred A, that would give you 19 plus 68. So you will get 19 plus 68 by 19 plus 68 plus 31 plus 32, and that would give you 0.476. So if you say that less than half of X and Z preferred A, that would be a true statement. Okay, now going to the next question, that is C. Of those who preferred A, more than half were from X or Y. So if you look at the table, number of people who preferred A from X or Y will be 19 plus 43 by 19 plus 43 plus 31 plus 32, and that would give you 0.476. So this is a false statement because less than half were from X or Y. So this is a false statement. So you can see that they are a little tricky. You need to understand what you're doing. Of those who preferred B, less than half were not Z. So if you look at the candidates which were not Z, going back to your table, the candidates which were not Z is basically X and Y, and we are looking at those who preferred B. So that will be 31 plus 32, and you will look at 64 plus 31. That is, you are looking at of those who preferred B. Less than half were not Z, so you are looking at the not Z. So that will be 19 plus 31 plus 43 plus 32. That will give you 64 plus 31. So this would give you 0.663. So it's definitely more than half. So this is a false statement. So basically all that we are doing is constructing the relative frequencies. Now, given a question of which histogram represents the cumulative frequency curve. So we can say that this is a histogram, and the cumulative frequency curve corresponding to this would be like this. So a cumulative frequency curve rises slowly at first, then quickly in the middle, and slowly in the end. So this is the histogram which represents the cumulative frequency curve. So that brings us an end to end of today's class. We have learned a basic problem in AP statistics, how to calculate the relative frequencies and how to attach the histogram to the cumulative frequency curve. Thank you.